What did I tell you about absolute value?
It's always positive.
They're both positive, right? So inside, if you have a negative, it comes out to be a positive. If you put a positive in there, it comes out to be a. So inside, it could either be a negative or a positive. So we're going to solve an absolute value equation. So what we're going to do is we're going to set it up as y equals 3 and y equals negative 3. Because y could either be one of those. So y could be 3 or negative 3, right? The absolute value of 3 is 3. The absolute value of negative 3 is 3. So we're going to graph those. Just put points on 3. Love those problems. Well, I love when the variable is by itself. Okay. You ready for example 6?
Is that it?
That's it for that problem. Okay. Now, remember what you said. So if, let's say there was nothing in here but a variable. So this inside could be what? Positive 11 or? Just act like this isn't here. So what could be inside the absolute value? So we're going to do it. So we're going to write 2x, yes, this is 6. 2x minus 1 equals 11. 2x minus 1 equals negative 11. So what did I change? What's the only thing that I changed?
Negative.
Yeah, so everything stayed the same except the negative 11. So now what do you think we have to do to those two? Yeah, we have to solve it. So we're going to add 1 to both sides. We're going to take each individual one. So these cancel out because they're additive inverses. 2x equals 12.
So small.
You're smart. Okay, now what we're gonna divide by 2, and x equals
6.
Oh,
now, but that doesn't mean this side is gonna equal 6.
it is though.
It's not though.
No. It's gonna equal
Negative 5.
So you get 2x equals negative 10. Divide by 2. X equals negative 5.
I mean, negative 5.
That means that if you plug in one of those, you're going to get an 11. You're going to get some type of 11. You're either going to get a positive 11 or a negative 11. So 6 would make that equal, and then we'll just put that negative 5.
So we're basically finding y and x, but like one thing, or just like.
We're finding x. So there's 2 different x's that would make this true. So you have to find both of them because inside could be a negative or a positive. Okay, so let's do number 7. Number 7's a lot like number 5. It's just the, so we're going to write 2x equals what?
Negative 8. I mean
8. And then we're going to write 2x equals,
8. Negative 8.
and then we're going to solve.
You get 4.
What do you get?
You get 4.
Yep.
Negative 4.
Those are my favorite. I love when they're the same.
Can't see.
Yep.
Okay, you ready for number 8? I know you guys are doing good with this. So we have b plus 2 equals
3.
3. And then we have b plus 2 equals,
Negative 3. Now, I know the B is 1. That's right, right?
uh-huh. And then we're going to subtract 2 minus 2. Those cancel out. And negative 3 minus 2 would be negative,
Negative 1.
nope, negative 5. Negative 3 minus 2. And then we graph. Okay, flip your paper, flip it on the back because we're not completely done. There's a couple that,
On the back.
the blank side.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, so,
Oh my gosh.
tell me what's different about this one compared to all the other ones.
It has parentheses only on the X.
Right, so those aren't parentheses, what are those called? They're
Lines.
called absolute values.
Lines.
No, they're not called lines. It's called absolute value. So we can't solve this until we get rid of the 1. So when there's a number on the outside, we have to get rid of that first. So we're going to subtract 1 first,
Oh, got it.
and then we're left with the absolute value of x equals,
9.
now we can solve it. Now we can set it up just like we were setting it up. How would we set this up?
-9.
X equals 9, x equals -9. That's our answer. Okay, here we go. We're going to do 2 types of graphs, okay? So we're going to do one graph. Everyone that's at home, just do this on the back of your notes, okay? And I'm just going to put...
Chris. You gonna see this, bro. Oh, shit.
Better be at work, Chris. What you doing?
Okay, so we need to write an equation that, this is what x equals, so x can either equal -1 or 4, right?
This one different.
Yeah, this is a little bit different, so we're gonna work backwards, right? So, so inside we'd have -1 plus, a variable, right?
Miss, I got a question.
Uh-huh.
How do you know it's negative? Like, how do you know, like, or this?
Because remember when, hold on, I wanna make sure, when, we did this one right here? So we graphed 1 and -5. So we graphed the answer. So now what we're gonna do is we're working backwards. So we found out what B is, we need to figure out what, yeah. Okay, so what's the distance between -1 and 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So what's half the distance of 5?
2.5.
Yes. So we're going to have -1 plus x equals 2.5. And then we're going to have 4 plus x equals 2.5. Remember, x needs to be,
Like so?
x should probably be the same number, so this one might need to be negative. So we're going to add 1 to both sides, right?
Wait, do one of them have to be negative?
No, not yet. Because we'll get it over here. Yep, one of them does, going to have to be negative.